Got it. Welcome to week Sweet 16 of NFHell.
Heaven.
I'm your host, Midwest Jet, joined by Dames Marvs, my bro in charge, Dames and Jas. Today's special guest coming from Broncos Country, Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Welcome.
We can hear you.
This episode is brought by tinykittens.com.
There you go.
There you go, Amanda. All right, so make sure you guys check that out. Again, make sure you play along at home. Thanks for joining us. Start out with our records, how we did last week. Or are we talking about who got hurt? I can't remember already because my sheet went black. All right, let me see here. All right, let's get to the news. Who got injured? Who didn't play? First off, Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts got smashed.
He hurts.
Was this late in the game? Does anybody know when that happened in the game? Just sometime during he got smashed by that bear guy.
I'm by that bear guy.
Sounds like he'll be okay, but he's going to be out a couple weeks. Gardner Minshew. He's back. The Eagles, hey, last time they won the Super Bowl, they had to bring the quarterback in for a little part. So, Tyler Lockett, your boy, what happened to him?
I have no idea. I watched the whole game, and then after the game, apparently he broke his finger, and he's electing to have season-ending surgery.
I mean,
so whatever.
Why wouldn't he? I mean, your playoff hopes are. Anyway, Russell Wilson, your boy, what happened? Is he going to play this week? He didn't play last week. I'm sorry?
I think it's bad, but, whatever. So.
Yeah, I think it's funny that he's sat because of what? Concussion protocol?
Yeah.
Even though he cleared the protocol, they sat him anyway. But Hackett says he's going to play the rest of the time out. So.
Well, there we go.
I mean, I guess Hackett's probably having him play for his job because Russell's coming back no matter what. Hackett?
Right. Hackett's probably one and done.
I guess not.
You're like, cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that, Mountain Dew. All right, the Jets, Mike White, I don't even know what to call him, if he's the starting quarterback, if he's the backup quarterback. Either way, he's out again because he has like a bunch of broken ribs, but I don't understand. When he actually got hit in that game and left twice and came back, he played. But then now, 10 days later and a week later, he couldn't play. So I'm like,
it's
so
the car crash effect, man. You get in a car crash, you're like, I'm fine, I don't need an ambulance, and then 2 days later, you can't move.
True.
It takes. I
feel like a broken rib. My God, I guess they just gave him some drugs and.
My God,
Mike White. Jonathan Taylor, high ankle sprain. He's elected, I think, just like Lockett, to say, man, I'm just going to sit out the rest of the season, get healthy. About as many yards as he's getting anyway. He's been a pile of shit this year for fantasy owners. Am I wrong? Anyone? Am I wrong?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield, big boy's back. Is he though?
But the news item is that he gets to start. He didn't start the last game.
Right. Yeah. He's going to start. We'll see how he does. Question mark. And then Matt Ryan. We just kind of wanted to talk about that little funny thing that happened to him. What's the funny joke here?
Well, we'll get to it because we don't discuss outcomes when we talk about the news.
True.
But do you remember the Super Bowl where he had the largest lead and the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history happened on his watch? Spoiler alert.
Yep. All right, there are no bye weeks this week. So I'm just going to kind of start off. I actually had a winning season. I actually had a winning week and season. And to rebound from my flop of a week. And I finished 10-6 to move my overall record, which I am still trailing Dames Marvs, but I'm at 129-95. Dames Marvs, what are you at?
It's Jas next.
It has to be Jas next. I can't pick. Oh, because you're in the lead.
It's on the thing.
Guys, I went 13-3. That was a very good week, which moved me to 112-79, which is right around a 60% winning percentage. Amanda.
I went 11-5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Better than I. Better than I.
So, how did I do this week, you ask?
Yes, I
And were
did
there
that.
any players at home, you ask? Yes, I was also 3-13 for a season total of 137-87. Our guest from last week, Dane Michael, went 13-3 also.
13-3, yeah.
Our current guest Amanda was 11-5, and Jason went a whopping 14-2. Too bad he didn't realize a massive cock on the QB that his Cowboys went against. But we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
So yeah, if you guys are wondering why we're bringing these people up, they comment in the comment section every week, so they get brought up here.
And then now, like Amanda, they join us. They join us on a week of NFHell, and it's a good year for her because her team isn't actually NFL, so it kind of fits this year. Any other year coming into the year, I've been like, Broncos are probably going to be pretty good, but yet here we are. We're all getting hot in here. Hot.
Wow.
Except me.
Except for you. I mean, I guess you're still. Are you earthbound yet, or you're not in hell? You're heading towards the earth. We'll see. We'll see if you get here. All right, let's start off week 15. Let's go through these picks. Amanda, we'll take your word for it. Whatever you said you picked when we start talking about them, obviously. Again, play along at home. Pick your games. 49ers at Seattle. Dames and Jas, obviously you get to lead on this one.
Well, it went much as I thought it would go. Honestly, most frustrating team in the NFL for me, obviously, because I have a vested interest, but they just beat themselves, you guys. You watch the game. I don't feel like the 49ers played superior to us. I feel like we made some very timely mistakes. It was Geno Smith making a very crucial fumble right in their territory, and Quandre Diggs, we shouldn't even been down there because Quandre Diggs dropped an interception that was just hit him in the fucking hands at midfield. You're going to run at least 20 yards more after you catch that. So even if Geno fumbles there, you're not sitting inside of our red zone immediately.
Right.
And that proved to be the difference in the game, you guys, because they scored right before halftime and then they got the ball back at halftime. And I don't know, it was that kind of stuff. Like DK Metcalf, and I hate to say this because Pete keeps defending him, but to me, he's a mental midget, dude. If you're going to get a taunting call on a play where you don't even make or you don't even make the line to gain for the first down, and then you taunt because you're going to be punting, that makes absolutely zero sense. Like, what are you doing? I understand that you're trying to play the head game, but you're the guy that's breaking. Yeah, you're supposed to play those games to get your opponent to break down and give the penalty yards, and he's oftentimes on the wrong side of that. He did have a massive fucking face check on Ward, though. That was amazing. He slammed his head into the ground. Like, it was amazing. I'll post a picture of it. But
okay, yeah, you should.
But dude, it's exactly as I expected. I knew it would be a one-score game. Say what you want about garbage time. I mean, but yeah, the game. Did anybody else feel different? How did it go for you? It went exactly.
Well, I mean, I picked Seattle. I picked Seattle because I thought you would win at home. Come off that. I didn't think Brock would do as well as he did. I feel like their quarterback is pretty good as a rookie coming into a hostile environment. But I mean, again, like you said, he has McCaffrey. He didn't have Samuel this game, but he had Kittle, who he found numerous times as well. So with that offense, it's pretty easy. I feel like just run, and their defense is really good. So I mean, again, give their defense some credit against your offense. But I do agree. There was a lot of times where I was like, oh my God, like what is going on here? Just marching down the whatever. Anyway, Jas, do you have anything to add to this game? Amanda, anybody?
I think I picked the 49ers on their 6 or 7 game winning streak, so nothing I'd like to add other than
I
they
picked
keep
the
winning.
49ers, so.
I mean,
Play the smart money.
yep. Okay, craziest game of the week, maybe of the year, maybe of our lives so far. Next up, at Minnesota, Matt Ryan does it again.
First of all, how did they get up by that many points? It was 33-0 at halftime.
Colts? Yeah, it was 33-0. Yeah, 33-0.
Can I tell you
There's like
something?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
two
Jeff.
special teams.
Go
There
ahead.
was like 2 special teams touchdowns games is how they got some of those points to take the lead. And you're thinking about your Viking friends like you have, if you have any, and wondering if they're even watching the game the second half, and then turn it over, look over, and all of a sudden they're down 2 scores, and you're like, here we go.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan. It's not Matt Ice for a good reason.
Yeah, it's like
Retire, bro.
Yep. And I'm not going to put it all on him, but I will admit that when I was watching the game, they would snap the ball with like 18 seconds, 15 seconds on the play clock. I'm like, why aren't you taking it all the way down to under 5 every time? You're up 33 points, run the ball. You didn't learn. You didn't learn from the Super Bowl whatever. You didn't learn at all because now you just blew the biggest regular season lead of all time in a game. Matty Ice.
I look at it this way. All right. It makes me think of Super Bowl 48 when Seattle was playing against the illustrious Denver Broncos, greatest offense to ever play, right? And I'm sorry that you're here for this, but you're the reason I'm bringing this up. I remember halftime, it was like 24-25 nothing. And then the opening kickoff went 88 yards for a touchdown. And it was only then like 33, I think, 32 or 33 to nothing. And I fell to my knees and cried because I knew even Peyton Manning couldn't come back from a 33 points down in the amount of time. And well, Matt Ryan has proven that you actually can.
Yeah, no game is over until it reaches 0, especially.
So now, this is what the news item was. So he already has the biggest blown lead in Super Bowl history. And now he has the biggest blown lead in regular season. And we've been saying for 5 weeks now that he needs to retire. It's not all on him, obviously, but dude, 3 points in the second half. That's got to be some fall somewhat on your offensive leader. I mean,
yeah, Zach Wilson, please. No.
So,
No.
yeah, terrible, unbelievable, amazing game to watch.
Mando, you going to chime in on this blowout / not blowout / what the F?
I picked the Vikings and I was super like, what the hell, guys? The first half, I'm like, who are these people? I mean, I know that the Vikings are like totally inconsistent, but it was like, and then they came back and I was like,
I know. It's like, I feel like that was everyone watching the game who actually watched the game literally was doing that the whole time. Like, what the? Oh my. Wait, what? Are you serious? Okay. Like,
it was crazy.
yeah. Yeah. And imagine being a Vikings fan, my buddy. I have a buddy who's a Colts fan and a buddy who's a Vikings fan. So that was talk about opposite ends of the spectrum. Like, both ways. Anyway, we better move on. We can talk about that game all night. Baltimore at Cleveland. Douchebag gets the win. Again, I feel like maybe I would have picked Cleveland, but I'm not picking douchebag ever this season. So I picked Baltimore. It was a close game for a while, but Jas.
And it wasn't.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
It felt that Damon picked the Browns, and that was it, I think.
I did, and I'll say this again. Though I picked the Browns, that is not an endorsement of Watson's behavior. There's 52 other gentlemen on that team. So, but I said I love it that you are not picking them ever again, because even when they should win, I feel like I'm picking up a game on you. So know that.
True. Amanda, who'd you take in this one?
Baltimore, because like you, I am not picking Cleveland ever again.
Yep, she has the same stance as you do.
Yeah. Well, not. Anyway, let's just move on from that stupid game. All right. Miami, Buffalo. Wow. What a good game. This is a really good game. I did pick Buffalo. Did you pick your Super Bowl team or no? Did you pick Dames Marvs?
Well, I remember everybody thought they were gonna have trouble with the cold. I mean, what a bizarre weather game for real.
Right.
But I thought Miami handled it better than I thought they would. But I mean, I think I will pick them next time they play each other, no
Really?
matter where it is, because I think they could do it.
I don't like Tua. I still don't. I'm back to he looked pretty good there for a little hot minute, but he's a pile of shit. Who couldn't be good with Hill and Waddle? Like, who couldn't? Like, any quarterback could come in there and at least put up any type of numbers. Dames and Jas?
Bold statement.
Guys, the scene in the end zone reminded me of the Waste Management when a hole in one is made where everyone throws their beer cans, except here it was snowballs. So many snowballs on the field that the officials literally were warning Bills fans going to get delay of game because the snowballs just kept coming. And the Bills won like I predicted. So it was a good game to watch. And it does show the Dolphins can hang, so if they get in, you never know.
Amanda?
Bills. It was a really good game. I kind of had wished that the snow that came in the fourth quarter was the rest of the game, because that would have been awesome.
We all wanted that.
But yeah.
Quick question on this game though about this snowball thing. Like, if they say that, if you're a Dolphins fan, I just start chucking fucking snowballs on the field.
Yeah, and then you get your ass destroyed by a bunch of Buffalo fans.
The point is, it's so
You do
stupid.
that, buddy. You do that. See what happens.
Yeah,
But I
good
mean,
luck.
the thing is they said not to do it, and snowballs were still flying, dude. It didn't
Right.
fucking matter. What are they going to do? They're not going to kick. They're not going to give their team a penalty because they're throwing snowballs. They didn't scoop the fucking stadium out. Am I wrong?
Happened before.
It has happened.
Let me remind you about Philadelphia.
Oh well, that's
They got penalties.
yeah, that's true. Well, it's Philly, so yeah, we all know Philly. Don't try to
We
hide.
all know who hates those mother.
Atlanta Nolans, divisional. Hey, let's start with Amanda on this one. Who'd you take in this one?
Took New Orleans.
Bam.
Yeah.
Was this pre-Mariota quitting or was this post?
That was his most.
We knew he quit.
Yeah. Right. Well, pretty much, I think. Do we all take Nolans because we're like, there's no way Mariota's? Yeah. Okay. So it's kind of a lame one to start with. Sorry, my bad, Amanda. We'll give you a one we can talk about. Pittsburgh, Carolina. Sam I am. No, he dropped. I picked Darnold. Going with a fucking Jets quarterback. There's my problem. There's my problem.
There's a lot of them out there now.
I know, right?
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Dames and Jas, who'd you take in that one?
I did take the Steelers, and they got a chance. I think they got a couple playoff contenders coming up where they can be spoiler. They might not make the playoffs, but they might be able to play spoiler. And with that defense, they always got a shot. So Steelers, the win.
Yeah, they're one of those teams that like to me, they're becoming the new Lions. Like I don't know if they're gonna win or if they're gonna lose. I just don't know what I mean.
Which team? Yeah, right. I'm with you on that. Amanda, who'd you take?
I took the Panthers, but I coin flipped this game, and I kicked myself for not picking the Steelers. So
The coin flip, huh?
I did. I coin flip next game. So
Nice. Yeah, I was an idiot. I took Carolina because I felt, oh, they've won a few in a row now, and
Yeah, you got cocky.
I did. Philly, Chicago. We really don't need to talk about this except for the Hurts injury. I'm pretty sure we all took Philly. Fields did play, ran a couple crazy runs as he usually does, but they still lost. Hurts got jumped on, shoulder went into the ground. Sounds like he's out possibly 2 weeks. Sprained shoulder? Question mark?
Possibly
Yeah.
0.
Possibly
Yeah,
0.
it's a big deal. I don't know if he's gonna play or not, but
long enough
Cowboys.
to screw my fantasy season.
what's that?
Just long enough to screw my fantasy season. I know this is not a fantasy thing, but
What's
Always
the
welcome.
fantasy you speak of? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah,
Dude, watching Justin Fields is fun. He's fun, dude, but he's gonna die.
Yeah. You can't.
But I've never seen, and I'm gonna say it right now. I've never seen a quarterback move as fast as he moves. I mean,
Really?
he is gone. It's like when he makes up his mind, it's like Mario Kart, dude. And
Nice.
the thing about Mario Kart is when you crash into something,
It hurts.
yeah, I mean,
People
It's
pass you
legit.
by. Dude. People
it's
pass
a
you.
legit crash. And I don't want to see it happen because I love watching the kid play. He's one of my favorite players to watch right now, but he's gonna die.
Right. He needs to learn how to slide, get out of bounds, don't take those hits. I feel like
No,
Lamar Jackson.
I don't want that. I don't want that because it's gonna take away from the game that he's developed. I mean, the game that he's making for himself. But I'm just saying that one of the precursors to the game that he's
Right.
developed for himself is that he's gonna die.
Yeah. So he'll be the dead guy. Kansas City at Houston. We all picked KC, but what the VT was probably a little on the edge of his seat in this game. Unbelievable.
Yeah, because he's like, why would you win this game and give up a number 1 draft pick? Why are we doing this?
I know, right. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like one of these things where we're like, oh my gosh, it was a close game. The Chiefs won. Everybody picked them. We all move on. It's not like we're like, oh my God, they found a way to win. Mahomes didn't, play as well as he usually does, but he's still better than every quarterback. Come on.
My homie.
Yeah, he's still my homie. Next game, Dallas Jags. Crazy ending. Suck it, Dak. Big dick. Your big dick boy, James Marvs. J-Law.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Trevor Lawrence has a huge wang, dude. He's amazing. He's my favorite player in the NFL right now. He is my favorite player in the NFL.
Really? Okay. All right.
I would trade anybody on the Seahawks to get him.
Amanda, do you like Trevor Lawrence, or do you think he's a good quarterback?
well, I think he's a good quarterback, but
Dude, he's about to take the league by storm. I would give our second pick for him. I'm just gonna say that right now. I would give Denver's pick for Trevor Lawrence right now.
you give our second pick for Trevor.
I mean, he's better than Geno next year. I mean, right?
Dude, he's gonna be a star in the league, period. So yeah.
Peyton Manning style.
I said it.
Well, I mean, he's the number 1 pick. He's supposed to be. We'll see. So is the number 2 pick, but I don't want to talk about it. Detroit at the Jets, but here we go. I guess I will. Zach Wilson started the game because Mike White's ribs are broken. And it felt like the Jets pretty much won the game, or they were like winning the game. They were playing well. And then their defense could not get any pressure on Goff at all. Quinton Williams was out, and they ran like some bullshit trick. Go to the left, everybody go to the right, throw it back to the left to the backup tight end, and took her 50 yards for a touchdown on 4th and 1. The Jets stop him on 4th down right there. We kneel on it, and the game's over, pretty much. So,
NFHell.
welcome to NFL. Zach Wilson actually had, I think, worse percentage numbers in some regards than they did against the Patriots, but everybody's like, oh, we threw for 300 yards, and he did chuck a couple deep passes that were nice. Just still doesn't do enough to win. You know, we don't have Breece Hall. We don't have a running game. We have too many injuries on the O-line. Just starting to like wear us down. So, but I will be, you know, we'll see what I feel going into this week. But yeah,
So wait, we're talking about the Jets game?
yeah, we are.
Okay, well, I got something for you, buddy.
Okay, let's hear it.
Because I believe I was the only one that picked the Lions last week. And you were like, I need you to come back and play that over and over and over. Oh, here you go.
Are we gonna fools? The Lions started the season 1-6. They are now 6-7. And you're gonna tell me they're not gonna beat the Sweats? The Sweats? Give me a fucking break, you losers. It's the fucking Lions all day long.
Okay. All right. All right.
It's jet lagged.
Oh,
Hey, here's the deal. Next week, I want this rewound, replayed over and over and over and over and over and over again. When the Jets
Man, that's a lot of
All right.
times.
Sorry,
I think a
buddy.
lot of times, I mean, we could have just threw that little red flag and we could have
Once is enough.
Yeah, once would have been enough.
Once is enough.
All right, man, we're gonna let you talk about the next game since you know you're in Denver country. Arizona at Denver. Denver got the win. I'm assuming you picked them. Question mark?
I did pick them, and yeah, even though Ripon got sacked 8 times, they managed eight times.
Oh my!
8 times.
Joe Burrow style.
They managed to win. Yeah.
So can I ask you this, Amanda?
Sure.
You have Russell Wilson on your team. He had three wins for you. And then Ripon comes in when he's on protocol and gets a win. How does that make Broncos country feel?
The general scuttlebutt is that Russell should sit the rest of the season and Ripon should play. So
Yikes.
Russell Wilson's getting Russell Wilson. Remember when he was in the league and they signed the one guy and then he came in and then he took the job from the one guy and now he's here and now this guy could come in and it's going crazy in here.
Full circle.
Full circle.
You know, I think we all picked Denver because we knew Kyler was out for the season. They just came off that. Who's playing quarterback?
But we also didn't know if Russell was going to play or not.
I know, right?
Because I feel like that could have been like tilted the scale a
Yeah.
little bit in the opposite direction.
but Russell's supposed to start this week in the Nickelodeon Bowl
Oh.
because the game's on Nickelodeon.
That's right.
Oh, so everybody can look at how nice, what a nice guy. He's on Nickelodeon.
Well, he's won the Kids' Choice Award like 6 times.
Yeah, because well, whatever. We all know.
Yeah.
He seems to be like a nice, pretty guy. All right. This is the funniest game and thing I've seen in a long time. I was watching it live. My God, the Patriots are falling. They are down. They're the laughing stock. This was the funniest thing I have seen in a long time. Oh my God. When Mac Jones got bitched at the end of the game, that was like, could you please put that up here? And just
You already know I have it saved
Yeah.
in my phone and it's going up.
Yeah, I mean,
It's going up.
it was like the dumbest shit. I feel like they got confused, like they were behind and they had to keep chucking it around. Right? Am I wrong?
It was so dumb.
The word for that hit on Mac Jones was trucked.
Truck. Yeah. He got
The guy's like,
sticked or whatever.
the guy's like could run by him, but he's like, I'm gonna fucking bitch slap you, dude. He went out of his way to get there and then truck him.
Ex-patriot too.
To truck him. And
Guys, another coin toss win for me, guys. Just it's too easy.
well, my intellectual side picked this game, so
Mm.
I don't. Is fate better than just
Chance.
knowing?
Chance.
Would you rather just know then? Well, if we knew, we all wouldn't be living in an NFL hell, and we would have had different teams our whole life. Anyway, Tennessee. Let's move. Actually, I mean, that's still just funny.
That's not true. I don't love the Seahawks because they're good. I love the Seahawks because they represent my childhood. They represent where I'm from. I mean, it's, and I think that you guys, not so much from, but they represent, you don't like them because they're good. You would never have been a Jets fan if that was the case.
Well, I mean,
True.
I feel like a lot of kids start liking a team because they won the Super Bowl. There's a lot of little Chiefs
All right,
fans.
I will tell you, and don't let this ever get out, you guys. But when I was a kid, I loved the Seahawks, obviously, but I fucking loved the Bengals, dude, because of their fucking helmets just knocked me out.
Yeah, they were a tiger, dude. What
That
kid
shit
doesn't
was
like it?
awesome, dude. I was like,
You can have an AFC
man,
team.
can we wear those helmets?
Right.
Can we wear those helmets?
Yeah. Right. One, I could never find Jet stuff, so I had to buy an Eagles number 12 jersey. So then I could have like a Joe Namath jersey, but it said Eagles on it.
That was Randall Cunningham, though.
Yeah,
So,
it was. So I mean, yeah, I like
I mean,
he was a stud. But anyway, that's maybe why Jas picked the Giants, because he hates the fucking Eagles, man. Tennessee at Chargers. I'm pretty sure I picked stupid Tennessee, and I did, because I thought their defense was so good again. And Tannehill sucks, dude.
dude, they're falling, dude. I picked them because of their coaching, but I'm starting to realize when I look at Joe Burrow's numbers, he's a star, dude. He's a fucking star in this league, and he's going under the radar. I don't know how you make the Super Bowl.
Are you talking about Herbie? We're talking about
Oh, I'm
Chargers.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Next game,
He's a star in this league, dude.
Herbie.
He really is. Like, we started out this season saying we thought he might be the best quarterback in the NFL. I said that.
Yeah.
You guys never really fought me on it, but
Well, yeah, I mean,
agree.
I do love Herbie. Yeah, I liked him coming into the season a lot.
he's finally starting to play up to. They're exciting right now.
Yep. Yeah.
That was a last minute comeback. I thought that Tennessee had the game won until that last throw to put him in the range, but
That's
that
That's why I
throw.
picked. That's why I picked the Chargers, guys. It was an easy pick to me. The Titans I saw already crashing long before you guys did, and it worked out. Chargers, easy.
Amanda, who'd you have in this one?
I picked the Chargers too. So
See,
Good on you. I
Good
did
job,
not.
guys. Good job. All right. Now to your favorite team when you were a kid. Bungles at Bucks. Tom Brady looks old. Tom Brady looks old. He looks his age. Dude, this might be I feel like he has to retire.
Don't say it. Here's
Retire,
the thing.
Tom. Retire, Tom.
You guys are tired of Tom Brady because of what he's done to you in the past. I get it. He did the same thing to me. Ripped my heart out in Super Bowl 49. All right. Here's the thing, though. Once he's gone, he's gone.
Good.
Not coming back. Well, maybe he will. Maybe he will. Once he's gone, you don't have that in the league anymore. And there are still a number of quarterbacks that aren't playing at the level that he is, and you know it. So for me, I would love to see him come back, not with the Bucks. He'll be a free agent. And if he comes back, somebody's going to pay him to take over maybe a team that's got a little chemistry, a little something going on.
The Jets, he'll become a Jet. Is that what you're trying to say?
What if?
Oh my God.
What if?
My God. If he becomes a Jet for 1 year, I mean, we win the Super Bowl.
I mean, it's an NFL. It's an NFHell scenario. It's like the guy that I fucking hated.
Yeah.
For
Still
that beat us thousands of times.
half my life, dude. I've hated this guy.
And then he comes to lead your team to the playoffs. You can't hate that.
guys, let me add. You shouldn't clump me in with anybody else because we did beat Tom Brady in 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
One of which
Yes.
they're undefeated. So don't lump me into that. I love playing Tom.
Good. Yeah. That's a good point.
Good point. Amanda, how are you doing down there? You like Tom Brady?
no, I do not. But I did pick him. So
Good job. Good job.
yeah.
Well, we better get to the next game because it's probably going to last the longest. Giants at Washington, stupidest name in sports. Sunday Night Football.
We all knew coming in how big the game was.
Okay, that I agree with.
You win, you have about a 90% chance of making the playoffs. You lose, it's down to 30%. On the road with our receiving core, which we all know is pretty lackluster, and a young, shining star on the defense said, it's about time I make some plays, and they come to me on prime time. Kayvon Thibodeau, 12 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, sack, fumble recovery, touchdown, boom.
He hit the grand slam in one.
Yeah,
play.
I would say that. Yeah, that's the best game for him as a pro by far. I'm just going to chime in on that. Yeah, I did pick the stupidest name in sports. I felt like they were trending up and you were trending down. Again, I wanted the Giants to win. So when Thibodeau did that, I was like, oh my God. Every play he was getting in there. So I feel like, man, just keep him getting healthy.
Difference in the game, that play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that won the game. I mean, it happened early in the game, but it still won the game because it like sets a tone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Saquon Barkley also is just a baller. He just, in this game too, I felt like he knew this was like a playoff game and he played one of the best games of the season, in my opinion, for him. So
down the stretch, we were able to run out the clock, which was most of the clock, which was obviously crucial. There were some things that happened at the end of the game that no one really needs to talk about unless they want to, but right direction for the playoffs.
I'm going
they
to
don't
talk
call
about
pass
it.
They don't call pass.
I'm going to talk about it because it was fucking bullshit, dude.
Do
Like
it.
that. All right. I understand refs letting things go at the end of games. We've seen it a million times. However, when the team that is leading by 8 points does that on the final play of the game, it's okay to throw the flag. And quite honestly, that's a penalty in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, should have been at the end of the game. No excuse for not calling that play what it was. I'm glad the Giants won. I'm happy for you. But man, that is one of the most egregious misses I've ever seen in my life, because you still have to score and then you have to convert a 2-point. There's no like, oh, this is cheap, we're going to give it to him. Just no, that's not the situation, which is why refs don't call those things late in the game. But this was one scenario you have to make that call. And I'm going to show a picture of it because it's bullshit.
We all love to be hugged.
See, and Amanda's puking under her desk because
she's like, that play makes me want to vomit. Rams, Packers.
I picked Commanders. Sorry.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's better when you pick the team and then the other team actually wins, because then you don't feel as bad. But when you pick them and they win, then you're like, well, I told you so on your team.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Dane was like pissed because he predicted a tie. And if they would have scored and got the 2-point conversion and gone to overtime and not scored,
that would have been.
Well, it would have resulted in Jas retiring from NFHell.
Yeah,
that's true. So
yeah. He wouldn't be here right now. There you go.
Be putting up casting calls.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, comment down below. Maybe you want to be a guest on the show. We'll bring you in. Now you got to, know a little bit about football. Take note from Amanda.
Well, you don't, because
actually that's true.
We have Jas on here every week.
hey, I was 13-3 last week.
You were. Good job.
Living in the present. Rams, Packers. We all picked this, I'm pretty sure, because we feel like the Scrams are going downhill. Mayfield, yeah, he played good 1 week, but that's what he does. The Packers needed it. They're a hot team. Their schedule is coming up a little tough, but I feel like they're a little more in sync than they were at the beginning of the year. So maybe this helps Rodgers decide to come back next year.
You know what? I like this Aaron Rodgers that's carefree. He doesn't have a fuck to give at this point. His post-game interviews are hilarious now because he's just laughing.
Yeah.
And they're like, you got all your games are against winning opponents. He's like, no, he's like, one of them's
Yeah, one of them's
he's like, one of them's 500. He's like taking a jab at the Lions, and I'm like, yeah, well, you got quite a ways to go to get to 500 there, Aaron. So shut your cock.
They're 6 and 8, so I feel like
Yeah, but he's hilarious. He's actually likable when he's not winning. So
Go that far.
no, you're right. His face is still very punchable, Amanda.
he did get a haircut. He
He
recently,
did.
so he doesn't have the slick
I
back.
didn't see that. I missed that.
Yeah, hilarious. And then he beat him. Some dude from Spanish television had a piñata of him, and he was beating his own piñata.
Yeah,
It was great.
It was
great.
awesome. It was funny because it was like all bright green and yellow. Yeah, we'll have to post that up too.
He's like, I have no idea what you're saying, but I'm just gonna hit this piñata of me with a stick. It was great.
Yeah,
That's it. That's
it
the
for
slate.
the recap. So here we go. We are going to start week 16 out of NFL. Oh, watch your hat there, bro. Again, we have Midwest Jet, Dames Marvs, G-Men Jas, special guest from Broncos Country, Amanda, coming in. We're going to start our picks here. If you want to join in, chat below. We're going to start on Thursday night. I'm going to start this one off. Obviously, Big Dick Johnson at Jets on Thursday night. Dames is already excited over there. I'm taking the Jets at home. This is a playoff game. We have to win out. I think if we win out, we do get in. Last game of the year is at Miami, but we have to take care of business at home. Jaguars need a little help from some other teams, beat some other teams, but let's take care of business. Jets are wearing all black. Zach Wilson's back. Second start again. I think he's going to play a little better now that he's back in rhythm. And I just think our defense is going to be too much for your boy. Quinton Williams is trending to play on the D-line, which will help us get a lot of pressure on him. I'm taking Jets at home.
Who's QBing this game?
Zach.
Ooh, buddy. I'm sorry, Jacksonville. I got to go with the flowing mane and ginormous balls on Trevor Lawrence. I love what they're putting together right now. He's well coached for the first time in his NFL career. And dude, he's got like 8 touchdowns in the last 2 games. So
That's not good.
let's I'm not even hoping that the Jets win this. I hope Jacksonville just destroys them.
Did you see Sauce last week? I don't know if you missed it. They threw at him 0 times. The most in the league. He had the most coverages in the league, and there was 0 throws at him. He was bored, dude. He was like, I'd rather have them throw at me and us win than them not to throw at us and we lose. Which, take some notes, Zach. Take some notes. That's how you become a team player. G-Men Jas, who do you got?
Guys, it went from not only having a big dick to having big balls now, huh, Dames? The Trevor Lawrence unit is growing. I don't even know if it's going to fit in his pants much longer. I am taking the Jets at home. Every time I hop on the Trevor Lawrence bandwagon, he does it to me. So I feel comfortable with the Jets defense shutting him down. He hasn't been tested in a while, and when he does, sometimes he gets a little happy feet as well. So we'll see what he can do on the road. Jets at home.
Amanda, who do you take?
Taking the Jets at home.
Boom! This is my favorite guest.
Do I really need to do this every week with you people?
The weather is going to be bad. The weather.
Can we
Weather's
replay
bad.
this again next
Yeah,
week?
I do. This is
When we replay this again next week, you will finally understand that I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, now that you took the lead, you think you could get all cocky. All right. We'll move on. Dear God, Jets, please pull this out on Thursday night. All right. Falcons at Ravens. These are all the next bunch of games are all on Saturday, if you didn't know. So if you're watching this, make sure you're watching football on Saturday because that's Christmas Eve, not on Sunday. Falcons at Ravens. This is kind of a tough game, even though it should be Ravens easy in my opinion. But since we have no Mariota, Lamar Jackson is still out, I thought they would still play decent. I am still going to take the Ravens at home. I just don't think the Falcons, who do they have? I don't care. Doesn't matter. Ravens need this win, so I think they win. Amanda, who are you taking in this one?
Baltimore.
Any specific reason or just what you think?
I just think that they're a better team. So
Dames and Jas?
I agree with both of you guys. Ravens at home. The Falcons, what are they? The Ravens, what are they without Lamar? But I agree, the football team itself, probably a little better. Ravens at home.
All
James,
right.
Foursome?
I want to pick against the three of you now, just because. But here's the deal: Huntley's, if he is indeed playing this game, and there's a chance that Lamar could come back for this one.
So it's either Lamar or
But
Hunt.
if Huntley is playing this game, he's now had a couple games under his belt to work with the number ones, and I didn't know who Atlanta was with Mariota. I knew that they could score points. That's all I've known all year long. But every time I've picked them, they've not won. So I got to go with Huntley. I got to stick to my guns and say Baltimore. I believe to protect here. So
Oh,
I gotta. Yeah, I'm no longer trying to
Entertain.
to skirt out wins from you guys. I'm in the lead, so I gotta maintain. I gotta stick with Baltimore.
True. All right, we got the foursome for Baltimore. Moving on, Lions at Panthers. Dames and Jas, who you taking?
Here we go again. Lions keep winning. Panthers, suck. So I will pick, smart pick, Lions on the road. They need to keep winning if they want to get in. I would love the Panthers to win, which would help the Giants out, but I don't think it's going to happen. Lions.
I think I also think if Carolina wins out, they win the division and they go to the playoffs. Some weird scenario like that. Oh, that's just like insane to me. The
Well,
Panthers.
that's what happens when your division leader is 2 games under 500.
It's pathetic.
And they're undefeated in their division, I believe, is why you can say that.
Yep. Dames Marv's, who you taking in this one?
You know what? I'm gonna say it again. Detroit started out 1-6, and now they're 7-6, 7-7.
And 7.
So, I mean, if Detroit gets into the playoffs, they're gonna cause some fucking. They're not a one and done, in my opinion. They can win anywhere. So I'm going Lions.
Amanda?
Lions.
I'm going to make it the foursome again on this one. I'm taking the Lions. I do think it could be a close game again. So I feel like the Lions, it's not like they're just blowing people. I mean, they're not blowing people out. They are, and the Panthers, again, they've been playing pretty well. Darnold's won 3 out of 5. So it was 3 out of 4, now it's 3 out of 5.
Yeah, pretty soon it's gonna be 3 out of 25. So
Right, yeah, 3 out of 6. That's 500, bro.
But until then, all right, Bears, Bills on the road in Chicago. The fun guy to watch isn't going to be too much fun when he's getting destroyed by this defense. The Bills are too good. There's no knock on wood. Bills win big on the road. Jas, G-Men.
Same, bro. Same. That's the same. It's hard to pick the Bears right now, and especially against a top tier team. AFC is top, Chiefs, Bills, and whoever else. So Bears are not going to have a Merry Christmas.
Amanda,
Bills.
James Mars.
your malign comments against the Bears, more specifically against Justin Fields. It's just not the way of things, son. Like,
Thing is
they aren't
their
going to
records
lose because
suck.
of Justin Fields. They're going to lose because they have about half the roster depth as Buffalo. That's the problem. Justin Fields ain't the problem. You'll see that he's still magic against this defense.
I mean, here's the
It's
thing.
not going to result in a win because he just doesn't have the guns. I mean, if you show up, it's a knife. He's bringing a knife to a gunfight. I mean,
He can only run, though. He really can't throw. So we'll see.
I disagree.
Okay.
He's
Only
got no
time
one
will
to throw
tell.
to. He's got no one to throw to. Yeah, give him a couple drafts. And
True.
I think that it would be wise for them to lose this game. even if they somehow are close at the end, they should lose it because they need the best picks they possibly can get. So, but I'm going Buffalo.
All right.
I don't think it's not anywhere where it's not even going to be Justin Fields' fault. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Rally around the Bills. They're going to keep winning. All right. Saints at Browns. I'm going to go with Amanda and we're both going to pick at the same time because we both will never pick douchebag. So we're just going to both take the Saints. Again, I'll give my defense. My reason is their defense. And again, I don't think Dick Pusher on other people is playing that well anyway. I'm going to go Saints on the road. Suck it, Cleveland. Amanda?
Same there.
All right. Dames Marv, you taking
I got Cleveland.
G-Man Jas?
I will let the fate of me picking or not picking Deshaun fall on the coin toss pick. I don't like either of these teams. They both suck, but the Browns do have a better running game and defense. And I like two. I'm also trying to win the winning percentage game. So I'll give the turds a chance with a coin toss. Heads is Saints, tails is turds.
And it is tails.
Turds. You know what? I would
Turds.
love to see Cleveland win, but Deshaun just have a miserable game.
Yeah, maybe he'll get hurt and they'll bring Brissett back in. Not hurt like in, oh my God, he's hurt. Just, oh, I pulled his
Honestly,
hammy.
Brissett gives them a better chance to win at this point. So I don't. They've just got too much money wrapped up, much like Denver and Russell. So.
All right, moving on to Seattle in KC. Are you going to this game? You driving down there for this?
No.
Okay. What are you thinking? What are your chances? I know you said like last week or a couple weeks ago, you might as well just keep losing to get better draft picks if you're not making the playoffs, right? I mean, are you pretty much cashed in now? Giants are going to take that spot.
Let me. Lockett going down severely cripples my ability to pick Seattle, so I'm going with Kansas City. It's in Kansas City. I think it'll be a close game again. If Houston can take him to the brink, I don't know why Seattle couldn't, but I just don't. I don't want us to win at this point. I'll be happy if we do. Merry Christmas to me, but KC is a better team at this point. They should win. They should roll us. So.
Yep, I'm with you on that. I just
Well,
think,
and if Kittles can get 2 touchdowns on us from Brock Purdy, Kelsey and Mahomes should have like 7 or 9.
maybe, yeah.
So
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm going with you. I'm going Chiefs winning at home. They're too good. Now that Seattle's not bad again, if they win, that's cool. But again, I think this one's too easy to pick. Chiefs at home. G-Man Jas?
Yeah, I don't have anything to add. Chiefs at home.
Amanda?
Chiefs at home.
Chiefs at home. All right, here we go. Next up, G-Man Jas at Minnesota. Wow, you guys both play like Midwest games this week. At Minnesota, is Minnesota hung over from this game where they just came back and they can't believe it, and you're going to come in there and win the game? What you thinking? Here we go.
You guys all know what I'm thinking. There's a 50-50 chance I might be going to this game. My wife and a couple other people are in a drawing where they can win 2 free tickets. So wish us luck. And I might be asking one of you guys to go with me. G-Man on the road. Defense is playing awesome. Vikings hangover. I don't know. At home, they haven't been as good as I thought they had in previous years. And the Giants usually lose in Minnesota. So why not flip the script with the new coach, Dayball, and, finally win one up there, and hopefully I can make it up to see this game. G-Man on the road in a close one.
Amanda, who you got?
At the Vikings, because the G-men usually lose in Minnesota. So
Boom! Using the words against you, Dames Marvs. You agree? Who you taking on this?
well, this is interesting. I'm not going to try and parlay my way into a ticket by picking Giants. Dude, again, I hope the Giants win this game because I really don't like the Vikings. But I gotta pick what the gut tells me to pick. And it says to pick Minnesota. So
Well,
have
I
fun
am
with
gonna,
the game, Jails.
yeah, I'm gonna gain the game on you anyway. So I'm gonna be at the game, gaining a game on you. Okay, here's the deal. The Vikings did still allow 33 points to a Jonathan Taylor less Indianapolis Colts, who have sucked all year long. So yeah, they made this miraculous comeback, blah, 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 but they still allowed 33 points to a shitty team.
36.
36.
Don't forget the second half. They
Yeah.
scored 3 points.
My bad. 36 points to the Colts. So I'm going to say the Giants are playing well again. They know what a playoff atmosphere is already like. They just played they played the Commanders last week. Stupid name. And they got the win on the road. So I think they can get 2 in a row. They're going to run Saquon over and over and over again. Giants on the road. Bengals at the Cheaters. Bengals at the Cheaters. James Mars, let's say you start this one. Who do you think? Kitty Cats over?
What do I got here? The Cheaters. Bengals at the Cheaters. Yeah, I got Cincinnati. I think like I started to say earlier when I was confusing Burrows with Herbert.
Yeah.
I look at Joe Burrow's numbers and he's silent. He's a silent killer, dude. I don't know how he's flying under the radar like he is, but I saw a clip of him today and they're like, so you played against the illustrious Tom Brady. What's it like? I mean, was there any sense of I'm playing against the greatest quarterback to ever do it? And he's like, not really. Like, no respect whatsoever. And I fucking laughed so hard. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Cincinnati in this one.
Amanda?
It's kind of easy for me on this one.
Take the Bungles.
Bungles on the road. I'm also taking
Do
the.
you think it's gonna, when we say Bungles, it's like they're almost gonna blow it, but they're gonna somehow miraculously come out with it? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I like it.
Yeah.
Much like the Raiders did.
Yes, much like the Raiders did. Yes.
Right. I feel like either the Patriots are going to come out all pissed off, or I feel like how can you the next time you're on the football field, I guarantee you're thinking about that. Like, God damn, we are dumb. We just did some of the dumbest shit ever. I'm with you on Burrow. I think he's flying. I don't know how he fly. I think it's because he's in Cincinnati. They're in Ohio. No one's really talking about, like, he went to the Super Bowl last year. He's coming back and he's playing really well. He was playing well his rookie year before he got hurt. I mean, this kid is a stud. I would say Burrow could probably be the top quarterback in the league in the next 5 years. So I'm going to take Bengals on the road as well. Dames and Jas?
Guys, the only thing that I'm worried about in this game is the Bengals pass rushers. I believe Hubbard and Hendrickson, I believe, both got hurt last week. I don't know statuses now. The good thing for the Bengals is the Patriots offense sucks anyway, so maybe it won't be a problem. Bengals on the road, but it could be a real close one too.
All right. Okay. All 4 of us taking that. All right. Texans at Titans. I'll start with this one. This seems like an easy pick to me. Again, even though I'm riding this defense and I'm saying, never mind, they're not quite as good, I still feel like they're at home. They need to win. They're playing the Texans. Yeah, the Texans played hard last week, but they lost. So I feel like the Texans are going to be kind of smug from that loss against Kansas City. They played as well as they could, and they still lost. They're going to go into Tennessee and lose. I'm going to say Titans at home. James Marvs.
Believe it or not, if this game was in Houston, I would pick Houston, but it ain't. So I'm going to stick with Tennessee. Yeah, no, I mean, isn't this the second game of the team that was once Houston?
Yeah, the Houston team was Houston.
Right.
They were the Oilers, and then they were yep.
So
Amanda,
there's a hatred there that's built in to these two teams, and I think the way that Houston's played the last 2 games against quality opponents, even though they lost those games in the most Houstonist way possible. If they're playing at home with this kind of anger and this kind of downfall for Tennessee, I would give them a better chance, but I don't see it. So I gotta stay with Tennessee on this one.
All right. Amanda?
I won't be surprised if they lose.
Yeah, I'd like to see Houston win this game, but I just don't see Houston winning this game, so I'm gonna pick Tennessee.
G-Man?
Much as Dames Marvs wants to say he would pick the Texans at home, I wouldn't. I got the Titans anywhere against the Texans. Let's move on.
All right, next game, we got a pretty big game. Commanders at Niners. I'm pretty sure G-Man Jas needs the Niners to win this. Seattle probably also needs the Niners to win it so they can get Washington down and out of there. Who you taking in this one, Amanda? We'll start with you.
Taking the Frisco.
Brock Purdy, you think, is playing well?
Yeah, he's surprising me for, Mr. Irrelevant. So
Right, yeah, agreed. James Marvs, who you taking?
I'm taking the Commanders in this game. I honestly think that they're going to be upset about losing the last game. I think that San Francisco is a trap game for them. And I think the Brock Purdy show is still a great show. I'm really excited about his story. And actually, despite the fact that I hate the Niners, I love the story. I loved following him in Iowa State with my pops. But yeah, I'm going Washington.
I'm going to say basically the same thing like you said about last game. If this game was in Washington, I think I would take the stupidest name in sports, but I am actually going to take the Niners. I think they're playing way too well. They're at home, hostile environment,
Can I help you? Can I help you here?
Yeah.
You saw San Francisco get in Seattle, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did not look great to me. And I'm pretty sure that the Commanders could beat us. They would whoop our ass right now. So knowing those two things is why I don't think the field matters, man. I honestly don't think that San Francisco's home field is what you think it is for an advantage. But you do you.
But they're also traveling out. They're going to be playing at like 10 a.m. instead of 2 p.m. That's
Guys, I don't think it matters where this game is played either, and 49ers will win this game. I've been on their bandwagon here for a while, and Washington, they just got knocked out on Sunday Night Football. They're done.
Well,
49ers.
They got cheated out of whatever.
All right, NFC East matchup. G-Man Jas, we'll let you start this one. The hurtless Eagles go into Dallas. What are we taking? Who we taking? Who you taking? Go.
In a game of two teams that are already in the playoffs, I believe the Cowboys still have a chance to win this division. And this becomes the biggest game of the season for them. The Eagles have a buffer, so it is not quite the biggest game of the season for them. And Mr. Hurts, if he is out, I would for sure pick the Cowboys at home. All that being said, I am still picking the Cowboys at home because, it's the NFL. The Eagles have won a lot of games. Most teams lose 2 or 3 in the season. There's only a few left. So Eagles on the road finally lose another one. Cowboys at home. They're writing articles like, here they are again, Super Bowl contenders, blah, blah, blah. We hear it every year, and then they'll lose in the first round.
Yep, I'm going to basically just jump on that piggyback ride. And piggyback ride, I'm taking the boys at home. Their stupid media is going to jump all over it, and we're going to say they beat the Eagles without their starting quarterback. I'm taking Dallas at home over the Eagles. James Mars?
All right, guys. I fucking hate Cowboys fans this time of year.
Jason?
Yeah, I hate you, Jason. I
Yeah, we
fucking
hate you.
hate you. And your 14-2 ass. Get the fuck out of here. Now, here's the problem. here's the problem. All right. You ain't won shit in 25 fucking years, like 30 years, maybe actually at this point. But every year this happens, you make it seem like you have won every championship between then and now. And you just haven't. Okay.
Haven't.
Dak Prescott looks good. The team looks good. The defense looks great. If I'm Philly, even if Jalen Hurts is healthy enough to play this game, I don't play him in this game. There's no point in doing that. So I'm going to go Cowboys at home. I hate it, but I see it. So there you go.
Amanda, who you take?
Picking the Cowboys. With Dames, I think even if Jalen is healthy enough to play, you don't play him because you
Why?
don't play him.
Right.
Without tanks my fantasy season.
Your fantasy team is done.
My
Who's your
fantasy team is
backup?
done in the playoffs, and that
Yeah.
sucks. The Cowboys, I think that the Cowboys have more to lose in this game, and they're going to play it harder. So the Cowboys are going to win. So.
All right, that's a roundup on that one. Raiders at Steelers. Vegas comes off their win, going into the Steel City. Dave Mars, we'll start with you on this one. Who are you taking in this one?
Who did I pick in this one?
Raiders, Steelers.
You know, this was one of the hardest games for me to pick this week. Because I'm a Tomlin guy, and I shouldn't be because I hate the Steelers overall. And I've been high on the Raiders ever since Carr cried, brought the team back to relevance. They've been decent since then.
Yeah, they've been decent.
All right. Pittsburgh's too going to be too hard to handle now. Yes, around. So I'm going to go Pittsburgh.
I was actually, I debated on this one too. I was kind of like maybe going to do the coin flip, but I fucking hate the Raiders. I'm going Steelers at home. I didn't pick them last week, and I kind of was, what an idiot. Watt is back. Their defense is playing well. Tomlin, doesn't matter who's playing quarterback. They're just finally all getting the system, and they're all gelling. And I feel like that's what Pittsburgh does every year. This time of the year, I feel like even if they're not in the playoffs, or they're right around the hunt, they're playing well enough. It's just a few games go here and there. So I'm going to take them at home against the Raiders. Amanda.
Steelers. I should have picked them last week too, and I'm mad. So.
I picked them.
Team and Jas.
Guys, I thought about a second coin toss pick, but one's enough. Steelers at home, just because they're at home is basically the only reason I'm taking them. Hard game to pick.
Yep. All right, and those are the Saturday games. So those are the Christmas Eve games. There are 3 games on Christmas Day. So we're going to start with these. Green Bay at Miami. Might be one of the best games, hopefully, of the week. I'm taking the Dolphins at home. I think the Packers are playing okay. The Dolphins need to win this. They lost last week. They're going to come in. They're going to win. Even though I'm talking shit about Tua. So he has weapons, man. Just get him the ball. Just get him the ball. G-Man Jas?
This will be another win for the Dolphins. I agree. Packers might be able to run the ball a little bit on them, keep it a close game, but too many weapons. Get Hill that record.
James Mars. Amanda.
Taking Miami.
All right. So
All right, I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to go Green Bay.
go on the
Aaron Rodgers show. He's got nothing to lose, dude. He's out there slinging it. He doesn't even care if he's throwing interceptions anymore. I just think that a reckless Aaron Rodgers down in the heat of Miami, he's going to do it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I do feel like they are playing well. I just don't know if they're. I feel like I would love it actually because I need Miami to lose. So, go Pack, go! But I'm taking Dolphins. So 3 for 1. All right, Broncos at Rams. Amanda, we're starting with you. One of the most, no offense, but this game is on Sunday. Broncos Rams.
Yeah. I'm taking the Broncos. I don't think Baker Mayfield can pull it off. Even though Russell's going to be starting, I think the Broncos are going to be able to pull it off.
James Mars, do you agree, Amanda?
No. I'm picking the Rams in this one. McVay's a way better coach. I mean, the teams both are, well, let's look at the teams. All right. Both defenses are great. Broncos defense is probably a little better.
Good.
Dude, the Broncos defense is elite. I don't know what you're talking about. They've been elite all year. If they had a competent quarterback and coach,
semi-competent quarterback,
coach,
they'd be much better.
and coach, they would be top notch. They'd be above Kansas City. If Mahomes was their quarterback, they would be Kansas City, basically.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was like, if Mahomes was any,
But
anyway,
that said, yeah, there you go. I'm taking the Rams.
all right, I'm going with Amanda. I'm going Broncos. I think they're playing well. The Rams they're injured. No Cup, no Donald. Baker had his first start, whoopity ding dong. He looked like dog shit again. He looked like he did in Cleveland. He looked like he did in Carolina. So I'm taking Broncos. Like I said, their defense is better. And I just think they get a win. Dames and Jas.
I agree with you that the Broncos will win, but I can't agree that they're playing well. I believe you said.
I
Yeah,
raised a couple eyebrows there. I was like,
I'm gonna take them because the Rams are just so bad and so many people out, and they're done. They've cashed it in, and the Broncos do hang around some of their games. So let's see what happens. Broncos at the most unwatchable Christmas game, or the next one.
Yeah, the next one is also trash to me. Bucks at Cardinals. Tom Brady and the Bucks need the win. Kyler Murray's still out. I'm taking Bucks on the road. It's basically a playoff game for them. I feel like if Tom's going to get his team ready to go, I feel like it's for this game. Amanda?
Picking the Bucks. I can't think that Brady's going to be humiliated 2 weeks in a row. So we'll see how that goes. But
Yeah.
I'm going to pick the Bucks.
Dames and Jas?
I do have to pick the Bucks as well. Cardinals are playing like garbage, quarterback out. And if Tom wants to make the playoffs, his time is now because not a lot of games left, so they can't slip up or the Panthers could take that division. So Tom Brady and the Bucks.
James Mars?
Bucks.
Okay, Bucks. All right. That was a pretty easy game. Last game of the week, Monday night. So it's weird. They have all these games Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Chargers at Colts. Again, can't they flex these games? Let's go NFHell. You know what I mean? They need whenever they get this new agreement, which I've been hearing rumors it's going to be with YouTube, Google/YouTube for next season. They better get this shit together where they can flex any game, especially down the stretch. Let's have all playoff caliber games Sunday night and Monday night. There's no reason we can't do that. It's 2023. Tell the teams they're either playing this night or that. If you're in it, you might be flexed to Monday night. Whoopity ding dong. They have billions of dollars. They can switch it. Easy pick. Chargers are playing well. Colts aren't. I'm taking Chargers on the road. James Mars.
I also, dude, I feel bad for Jeff Saturday, and mostly because Matt Ryan's his quarterback. That put him in a massive hole the moment he took the job, but he also had to change back to him. He had to make that change,
Right.
because the other guy, I don't even remember his fucking name, dude. Was okay. Matt Ryan should retire because he was once great. This kid never should have been on a field. So when you're coming into that scenario, I mean, he's had some highs and lows he won week 1, and then he got close a couple of times and just had his heart ripped out. And I mean, just call the plays, Jeff.
Just call the play. And if Jeff called the right plays, they would have just ran the ball, punted every time, and probably still won. Instead, they're trying to throw the ball, hiking it with 15 seconds left. Come on, coach.
Yeah, there was. It doesn't fall squarely on Matt Ryan's shoulders. However, if they went to the run for the second half and just did nothing but run, they probably could have run the clock out, but they might not have scored the 3 points that they did. So, God, it's very frustrating watching the Colts at this point, and I'm sure the Colts fans, if there's any left, feel the same way. But the Chargers are just they're on a roll right now, and they hit that high. They're gonna hit that high.
Dames and Jas.
His name was Sam Ellinger. His name was Sam Ellinger.
Say it with me.
It was. He's dead now.
And he's back to the Canadian League. Chargers on the road. Herbert's heated up, and you guys have made all the other points Saturday, and Matt Ryan will be gone next year, and the Colts will be in a complete rebuild.
Amanda,
Chargers.
that was the toughest pick of the week for you, right? Last pick, you're like, whew. Then you got that one.
Where am I gonna go here?
Where am I gonna go here? Well, we do want to thank you, Amanda, for joining us from Bronco Country. Thank you for tuning in, making those picks every week. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Dames Marvs, Dames and Jas, Midwest Jet. Also, check us out next week. We have another special guest, Dames Marvs. Who are we bringing in next week?
His name's Gobo Moran. He's from Lunar Harpoon, and he's also known as the Sad Packer Fan. So if you Google that, you'll know who our next guest is going to be.
There you have it.
Very
So next
sad,
week we get an
very sad.
NFHell Packer fan. You know,
Amanda, thanks for following us along all year long, and thanks for being on the show. It was
Yep.
fantastic.
it's awesome.
Finally,
Appreciate
have a
it.
woman's point of view other than Jess.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Give us your picks.
Don't forget to speak your piece in the comments section. Also, like and subscribe to Lock 22 Productions, and thank you for listening to NFHell.